M, we want to wait for a few more minutes.
Uncle Tan, I think we start on time better because we want to respect those early comers.
Okay, good. So I can start now. First of all, I think all of you can hear me, right? Good. Good evening to all the friends from either from the center or from anywhere that participating tonight sharing. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Uncle Tan. Because I'm of my age, I prefer the people call me Uncle Tan, a senior citizen. And I joined the Atomy in 2019 February. So that was after I retired from the working life and started joining the Atomy as to part of to enjoy the product, at the same time to really get myself involved to keep myself busy and healthy with activity after my retirement. And I joined in February 2019, and since then have been start using product. I came to this Atomy was introduced to me by Mr. Chan, and since then have been using the Atomy product until today. My family have used over 50 products from Atomy. So you can consider as a product lover, and I wanted to use this opportunity to share with all my friends for some of the product I use in this sharing tonight. First item I would like to share is the oil patch. Now this oil patch is actually let me try to open up a little bit here to see where. Come on. See? Screen. Okay. Can you see? Okay.
Uncle Tan, you might need to open the slideshow.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay. You can see that?
Try again. Can you? Yeah, can see now. Can see now. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, my apology. This slide, it was done on the old one. That if you see that the oil patch, this is the old package. The new one is that with this is the new one that we have. That with the at the back we have the so-called Hala logo, as well as the logo for the super product, super brand. Okay, and This Atomy Ethereal oil patch we are sharing tonight is actually supposed to be my partner, gentleman by the name GH Tim, supposed to share, but due to his busy schedule for the so-called having the class tonight, I have to do it for him to share with the team. So I'm not going into detail in terms of the technical detail, but I would like to share with a little bit of some of the ingredient that ingredient used for this oil patch. The first one is that Firmicutes philippinensis, which is the root herbal plant with unique the medical property, and this plant is the actually can be found in Taiwan, and is very good medications product that used for the Chinese medicine. And then the other materials we have here is the sorry. Oh. The other one is the eucalyptus essential oil, and this essential oil is actually the natural remedy for the fever. Those Chinese medicine, they use it for people to help the remedy fever. People that have fever, they use this plant. And this extract came from the plant actually is originated from Australia. And at the moment, it can be found in global worldwide for this plant. The other one is for the, oh my God. Mentha perita L. This also is called a peppermint. In a normal case, people call it a peppermint. The scientific name is Mentha perita L. This is grown in many regions of the world, and you can find it also used in Chinese medicine in different type of medication there. Another one is this the Gaultheria procubens, and which actually commonly people call it as a water green. It's a plant with the seeds and flowers, and this plant usually found in the eastern north of America. Is the place like either Minnesota, Virginia, and the nearby the state around the eastern north of America. So these are the four key essential, the natural leaf and root being used to do for this oil patch. Now it is made from as the footnote here shows that it's made from natural herbal ingredient. It's a pure plant extract. It is safe and reliable. Suitable usage for children too, right? So some people feel that some of these oil patch, or we call it in common one is as the koyo, may not be suitable for children, but our Atomy oil patch is suitable for children. The only thing we need to be aware that because this oil patch is a bit strong in terms of the smell, because of the natural herb itself, usually for children that we want to apply or use for them, preferably or recommend to use it not during the daytime, because when they are awake, some of them feel a little bit sensitive to use it. But if they usually, most cases, if they're having a running nose or their headaches or what, usually it's recommended to use it, stick to them, use it during they are sleeping. That would be ideal for children, whereas adult for us may not be a concern. Then these also have a lower the chance of side effect and allergy. The product we use, since they got no other chemical and purely the natural plant, there is no side effect, or some people may have the allergy to any of this application. And this use far infrared technology. This means to say the Atomy, this oil patch, they use this technology to enable active ingredient from oil patch in to go into the personal deep into our skin. That means to say, if you apply this on your skin, it can go in up to 6 mm. So that means there's effective to take care of the whatever application you'll be using. Now the other one is anti-inflammatory property through blood circulation with cooling and smooth and soothing effect. So when you actually use the oil patch, actually you could feel, you really could feel that there is an effect on the quite cooling and smooth when you use it. Whether you apply it on your hand or your leg or your head, you could really feel the difference in terms of within a few minutes after you stick it on. And this oil patch also contains a special formula for essential oil, as have shown earlier on. There are four the natural plant that have they extract the essential oil, and then you feel that this is special formula using the infrared technology to do that. And you also contain good manufacturing practice certified. As you know, our product is definitely go to the so-called the scientific process and the evaluation, and they will go to the very good manufacturing practices to make sure that the quality of the product is good to use. So if I have any question from anyone, please feel free to put in the chat, and we will try to go and answer or provide any clarification if there's any. Now this also here you said counter irritants provide cooling and soothing pain relief on migraine. Now there are the people that who have migraine, and they also can use it to kind of relieve pain, sore throat, chest tightness, and the discomfort, headache, knee pain, and so on and so forth. I will share with you the detail that the application of this the oil patch, the right place to use based on the study by the various the user, and go into detail of how it use it and how it apply. Fast and effective pain relief patch that give feeling refreshment. If you go and apply it, you could really feel it yourself that it actually relieve the pain, and usually within 2 hours or so. Essential oil contained very smooth and calming smell. If you really open up the bag itself, you really can see that the smell is so nice, and the each of these, you can see that, yeah. When you open up the package, you can feel the smell. It's so nice to you could do it. Okay, what I'm trying to share with you, Yem, does it show the picture block or anything? No,
I think it's all good.
Okay, yeah.
All good.
Okay, I don't know why my one is not the clear here. Let me see. Okay, the one that this picture actually done by Mr. Lim is to try to share with us, because where do we stick the oil patch, the right place for the right type of the uncomfort type of process we're seeing. If you see that this is a person's face facing us, and if you see that there's a cough, right? You see A is actually cough. Now, if you are having cough, this is the area that you like to stick the oil patch. It's an A area. Okay, how come it's combo? Do you see that? Okay, now if it is, okay, if you look at the B, when you have a running nose, right? Running nose, then this is where you stick. You stick the piece of the oil patch just around the slightly lower than your eyesight there, on top of your nose. Now, usually you when you wanted to stick the oil patch, you don't take the whole piece, because this whole piece is too big, right? So usually for the place like B, you want to stick to above your nose. Usually for one piece of the oil patch, you cut into even 8 pieces. You can apply that on the B side, and that is when you have the running nose, right? So is the right place to stick on your running nose. Now, next, when you have a headache, usually I think very common place that when we have headache, we usually stick to the side, right, above the just nearby the ear, either both on the left and right hand side. So this is where when you have headache, you can apply it. Now again, you don't need the whole piece. The one that we have, we can even cut into 8 pieces, or like the what we can do is even you can some cut into like almost like 20 cents coin side is good enough already. You don't have to put a whole big piece, or even cut into 4 pieces, actually too big also, right? So this is where you use to stick when you have headache, right? Now, when headache also, you can another way is that you can also kind of place the whole piece. You don't have tear open, okay? You don't have tear open, otherwise you will stick to your hair, right? So you can use the whole piece and put it on top of your hair. But usually then that one you can use the so-called the hair bands to hold it. If not, you'll just fall down, right? So this one is for the headache also, right? Next is E. E, here you see that there is a help. Some people don't feel comfortable at night, couldn't sleep, right? Now you can use this oil patch, actually. Stick just beside your slightly over above your eye, at the center of your nose, the top here. the between the both eyes here, that the side here, right? And this one, the next to it is like eyebrow, right? So when you stick on this, I think you feel a lot more comfortable and help you to sleep better. You feel comfortable. If you have the hard time to sleep, cut a piece and apply this in this area, and you will feel better to can sleep better for the night, right? Now, F is sensitive nose, right? And especially people having sinus. You have sinus, or your nose is that you don't feel comfortable, you can actually cut one piece, small piece on each side of the nose here, F. And that will help you to relieve your so-called pain, or you feel more comfortable if you're using F, this side to stick on the side of the nose, at the side of the nose here, right? Again, you don't have to use a very big piece. Some people use, you cut a piece of the almost like 20 cent coin size, or even maybe 50 cent coin size. That will be good enough. You don't have to use a very big piece, right? Now, then next one is G, hiccup. Now, this hiccup, or hiccup, some people depends on what they say. This actually is related to loud noise that you make in the throat. This hiccup is noise that you make in the throat caused by a sudden tightening of the muscle before your chest, right? If you go and look at your chest and then suddenly tightening muscle, there's a hiccup in this hiccup or hiccup, depending on who you talk to, the hiccup in this area. So what you do is that you can actually apply on both your near to your both side of your near to your eyebrow here, the G, right? There's a red dot here, G. Okay. Now next is H. H, you can see that both near to your ear here, right? This is related to your the eye. Then followed by I. I here is if you have a sore throat, right? You can use the oil patch and stick on below your chin, neck, below your neck here, the throat here. Usually you can cut a piece and stick on this, so you feel comfortable after we stick on with this the oil patch, right? Any questions, anyone or anything can just put on the chat. We'll try to answer or give you update later. Now, this is the picture of the person that also you can apply your this oil patch when you have headache, right? Sometimes early on we show the headache, you put on the both side of your temple there, but this one headache also you can apply at the back of your head, left and right side. You can do it, but of course this person happens to be no hair. For those of us having a long hair or having hair, a little bit more difficult. But if you can, then you probably have to apply at the earlier suggested. But if you have headache, you can also apply in this area, right? And then B also, the center of the head. Oh, there's a line there. When you see that, you can apply that using B for your headache. Now, stiff neck. Sometimes we sleep or we just sit not straight. We could get ourselves, affected by stiff neck. So when you have a stiff neck, you can apply on your neck at the back here, the C side, right? So again, as we mentioned earlier, the other part, we don't need a big piece. You just cut a small piece and then stick on both sides of your neck here for when you have a stiff neck. Aching shoulder. Aching shoulder is very common for many people. Sometimes you, when you sit for too long or you sleep not on the right position, you could find that your shoulder, you feel quite painful and is aching, right? So when you do that, you can always apply as what the diagram here show on the D on both sides, right? Sometimes it's one side, but usually you would have both sides having a little bit not comfort. You will just cut a piece and put on each side of the shoulder. That will be helpful, right? And then the next one is actually aching shoulder joint. Now, when you have the aching at the joint, this is where the position you stick on, right? This is where you stick on the joint, near to the joint here, right? On left and right hand side, both. Now, the other area that you could actually use the oil patch, right? This when you're short of breath. Sometimes this is, especially people too tired or they go for the exercises and they find that it's quite difficult to having a short of breath. This is where you can use to oil patch and stick to just between the center of your above your chest here, right? A good place to do that and right position to do that, as shown in this picture is A here. Now, and very common, some people have experienced stomach upset, right? A stomach upset is sometimes can be very uncomfortable. In order for you to really get it over, one way is that you can take this oil patch and stick to the position B here. Now, of course, some of us that we are very familiar with other products like the probiotic, right? Tonight we're not talking probiotic, but the probiotic is also a good product to take it when you have a stomach upset. Through the experience is very helpful, but the convenient way is to also use the oil patch and stick to this part of the body. C. This one is related to pain. Usually for women that they may have the pain, this can actually a good place to use the oil patch. Oil patch is also very helpful to relieve pain, and it does also strengthen the stomach if you apply it, right? So it's the right position to do it for ladies if you have this experience the period pain. D, it also can use to strengthen your kidney. Now, kidney sometimes is the you have feel uncomfortable. This is the place where you can stick using an oil patch, right? Oil patch to do that. Now, the other one is coming to this picture is basically to show your leg sometimes kind of very stiff. Stiff means what we call is very heavy, and then your movement is a little bit difficult while you're sleeping. So you can do is to cut a piece of the oil patch, right, and then stick below of your leg at this position. It helps you to relieve your stiff leg, and you will feel more comfortable to sleep for the night, right? So it is very, very good also for the stiff leg, especially those guys, you know, they may stand a bit too long for the day, and then at night they want to sleep, they find their leg is stiff. So this is the position you can cut a piece of oil patch and stick on. Now this picture shows that it shows that it tells us to keep awake. You know, some people are working too hard, and they work because of work or because of the other pressure they have. They are kind of get a little bit sleepy or not that feel well for the day. Now you can actually use the oil patch. This one is whole piece. Now you take the whole piece, and then again use the hairband to put it on. But of course, you don't tear open the patch. Otherwise, again, you stick to your head. Now, likewise, you also can use some of the people, they got the after sitting too long, their leg is swollen. You can also apply for this. And because they are sitting for too long, some people working in the office whole day sitting down, you know, using computer, never go and walk around except maybe break time we going now, and then they may feel that their leg is uncomfortable, or maybe having the retentions, what they call is a retention, water retention, that means it's swollen. You can also apply using this oil patch, but of course this one be using a smaller, bigger piece to do it, right? Now I would like to see whether there's any questions that from anyone. No question, right? So I hope that you understand what is the use of this. Now the next thing, now question is this oil patch. How much is this oil patch? Now for one box we have 11 packages inside. One box, 11 packages, and one pack inside have 5 sheets. One of these pack inside got 5 sheets, and this one box, that means this one box itself, they got 55 sheets inside, 55 sheets, and it costs the 135 ringgit for a box, and you can actually earn 13k PV, 13k PV. Now if you work out the one sheet of this oil patch, actually it's only worked out to be 2 ringgit and 45 cents, or if you round it up, 246 cents per sheet. So if you compare this with some other product in the market, actually it's very worthwhile, very worthwhile. Now I want to let you know also that this the oil patch actually is very convenient. Because of this, it's very convenient to carry around, especially when you are going out or you are going into the traveling for your holiday or what. Now we have a friend who is a member just before, and that was before MCO. They go to Japan for holiday, right? And then fortunately they carry along with this the oil patch. And in Japan there are certain places when there's a snow and the road is slippery, and the person happens to went there and fell down and injured the leg in a way. And what our friend did was, since they carry along this oil patch, they cut a piece of oil patch and stick on the ankle which was injured. In fact, the next day she feel comfortable and walking like normal. That means to say it is very effective. So the suggestion is that if you travel anywhere, even when walk around, you can always take this small cut into few pieces from one sheet and carry along. You can easily put in your handbag or even your purse or even your pocket. It's very helpful, and especially those people who is active, go hiking or running and so on. You can always put in your pocket also, so that it can help you in case you really need it, right? So it is the very affordable product, and is very helpful to use when you need it. Okay. Now next I wanted to share is that it is my personal experience. This one is personal experience. With regards to Hemohim. I want to talk about Hemohim is related to my experience. Is that during the MCO, when MCO in 2 years ago, we have all having lockdown. Every one of us have to stay at home. We cannot go out, right? It started in March, and by the time going to the June, 3 months later, I was very unfortunate. I kind of found myself get into having diabetes. I usually go for exercise before MCO, so at least keep myself fit. But because of MCO, I couldn't go out, and basically most of us, if not all of us, basically stay at home, eat and watching TV and so on and so forth, never go out exercise. But because of that, I was so surprised that I got the diabetes in in June that year, 2020. Now, I wanted to share my personal experience, how I get it actually. If you see this picture here, what I show here is basically before when I experienced this, is I kind of run into my mouth is very dry, very dry. That means to say I need to drink a lot of water. And then I feel very, very, because I go into the drink a lot of water. At night, I wake up a few times, go to toilets, because I think drink water and go toilets. And at the same time, you see this figure here is very tired. Very tired. You are very weak, and you got no appetite. You got no appetite on to eat things. Okay. Now, that is a very early stage, the signs that is a person might be affected and get the diabetes, but not necessarily though, but he has to really get to see, confirm it. But that is my personal experience for that. Now, because of that, I shared that with my relative. I say, this is what happened to me. Then it was suggested that because he himself is a diabetic patient, and start saying that, hey, maybe you have a diabetes. I say, how can it be? My family, I don't have history about family member having diabetes and so on. You say, could be. He came by to my house and tell me, hey, why don't you come to see you and do a test for you? You know, when we do the test, we basically using the what do you call that group? We use this meter. This meter, it calls a glucose meter, right? To test what is the blood sugar level, right? Now, I wanted to let you know that the diabetes, there are two types, commonly two types. One is diabetes 1. Diabetes 1 is not common. It's very few people get it. In fact, when they look at the data, it's only like in the US, it's only of all diabetes patients, only about 5% of the people of the patient fall under diabetes 1. And the other one is diabetes 2. 2 is more common. So most of them are having the diabetes 2. For myself, when I get diabetes, it's confirmed it's diabetes 2. Now, what is meant by diabetes 2? Diabetes 2 is a type 2, they call it type 2, is mean that the body not use insulin properly. You see, our body generate insulin, but when you have diabetes 2, your insulin is not properly used by your body, and the pancreas try to create more insulin for the glucose to use, but the body does not respond to it properly. So because of that, the blood sugar level or glucose level increase. Now, when the glucose level increase, you feel very weak, your body. Too much of glucose, too much of sugar level, you feel very weak. Just like what I show here, is actually feel very weak. Now, the very important thing to know that is that when I took the test using this the glucose the meter that took it, it was 29.8. Okay, 29.8. Now, this picture I want to share with you is because it is not created by me, but I extract it from the research paper. And you see that if a person having a normal person having 1.1 to 3.9 milliliter per liter, okay, you see this one MMOL is millimeter per liter. If a person testing is show 1.1 to 3.9, you have a low blood sugar level, which is not good. However, if your measurement is 4.0 to 4.6 optimum, and that is good. That is good. And 6.1 to 8 is ideal. Still not bad, but it's not too good. 8.1 to 10, you have a problem. And then 10.1 to 33.3 means actually very, very high sugar level. In this case, is I think you won't be able to really act as normal already. Now, when I share this, is that when the time I did the test, first time, you know, my reading was 29.8 under this category, under very serious. Then my relative asked me after taking test, he said, you better go to see doctor immediately, don't wait. But it was done during the night, too late. So I went to see a doctor next morning, immediately, right? And I want to share this with you. You see, cell test on the 26th of June, my sugar level is so high, very dangerous. I went to clinic the next morning and I was told to fast because at night you don't eat anything. Then you are fasting, consider fasting. Next morning, go to clinic, do it came down to 19.8. It's good, not good. It came down, but not good enough, right? And then the immediately went to see the clinic, sent me to hospital. He said, don't wait anymore, go to hospital. So I went to the hospital and they give me medications. Now, usually they give the medication is this the one that we have for diabetes patient, and you have to take that. I took that, is still maintained high. On the 3rd day after the taking the medication, and I went for test. The doctor asked me to test. It came down to 17.7. If you remember, 17.7 is still very high, not ideal, right? 1st of July, blood sugar level came down because I continued to take medication. And then on the 3rd July, it came down. I came now to 7.4, is the one that I was introduced to take Hemohim. You can see the difference. I take medications. At the same time, I did not give up medication. I take Hemohim together with the medication. My blood sugar level came down to 7.4. Now, 7.4, is it good? Still not good because it has to be below 6, if possible, right? I continue to take tests. And that was 1 week later, 10th of July, my sugar level dropped to 6.2. From 7.4 dropped to 6.2. I continue taking Hemohim and the sugar this medication. 15th July came down to 5.7. That means it's back to normal. And better still, 25th of July, my reading came out 4.7. And the 8th of July, my reading came down to 4.5. I every day do the testing, and I continue taking Hemohim. Now, I want to test how effective Hemohim is. After talking to the doctor, I say I improve. He say, yeah, good, but he still asked me to take more. Actually, continue take medication. This one, continue take this medication. I say, hey, my reading is low. Why I don't need to? Because I don't want to go for life taking medication. A lot of diabetes patients, a lot of friends I know, they have been taking this medicine for umpteen years, many years. So I decided to do a test myself. This is on the 29th of August. I kind of stopped few days taking Hemohim. I stopped taking Hemohim, but I take medication. You see, my blood sugar level went up. My blood sugar level went up. In terms of food, is no change. Everything is same. But what is ideal is that this reading is also because if doctor advised me that if you do a test yourself, you after taking meal, that means after makan, 2 hours after makan, your reading will be higher. But he say you must not go above 9.0. So I took food 2 hours after that, I go and measure 7.6. You see, it's increased, but still below 9.0. So that means to say, even you makan already, you take test, 2 hours later, it still show better. Now, then I decided to go and not taking medication few days. On the 20th November, after some time, I took my test. It came down at 6.1. So that means to say, without medication, I just take Hemohim every day, 1 sachet a day. But during that time, my earlier time, I take 2 sachets a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. So it came down to this. The good news is the latest. The latest is this. Sorry, this is the one. Yam, thanks to add this for me. That's the one we had. If you see this, my reading is 5.9, and there is as of 2nd April. I don't take medication, but I continue taking 1 sachet a day of Hemohim. Every day, I think. But of course, I think depends on the individual. And at the same time, not only you take the Hemohim, but my advice is that you do some exercise. You need to do exercise. So I continue taking Hemohim, I go some exercise, and I go back to my regular Saturday, I go hiking. And now my reading is 5.9. That means to say, if really probably is below 6, a person's sugar level below 6 is actually normal. But again, at my age, the doctor told me actually for my age, that there is some difference between your age. If you are young, you're old, there are some difference in terms of your sugar level, your maximum you can do it, right? So it is very important that the people that who are the diabetes patients who really wanted to get themselves improved, my advice is try to share with them to take Hemohim and see the difference, because medication for life is not advisable in my opinion. So try to do that. And in terms of the food, during the time they advised me to not take too much of carbohydrate, too much of sugar product, too sweet, and so on and so forth. And then the doctor even advised me, hey, because I'm a durian lover, he said, hey, you don't need to eat durian, you only probably maximum. Then I say okay, but now after doing that, actually my reading here 5.9. Actually, I did not control my food. So in this case, Hemohim really helps me a lot in terms of controlling my blood sugar level, and therefore I kind of feel that it's good to share with every one of you. And if you really have the friend that know this, please share that with them. It's not, we are not selling the product, but rather we're helping people to understand how effective some of the supplement we're taking can help us. And the health is more important than anything else today, right? So it is very important. Now, how much does it look? Now, this is Hemohim. You look at the box, it's so simple. Hey, how come this box like this so simple? But to me, it is saving life, actually, for me, not because of anything else, but it saved my life in the sense that it helped me to save money in the sense that I don't have to continue taking the medication for life. It does come in very handy, easy to move around. Even with travel, you can put in each of these box. It came in this box, one box, right? As you see, one box. Inside got six sachet. One box is having 60 sachet, right? And And if you see, you buy one set, and of course if we have a Muslim friend, it is halal, right? It's halal, and then there's a certificate for this. And then the one set is actually 390 ringgit, and we earn 54.6 kPV. However, if you continue consume one to save some money, actually you can go and buy 4 set, right? 4 set, the member price is 1,420, and we earn 200,000 points. 200,000 points for the 4 set, right? Now the very important thing is that in terms of the this, you can carry along easily, just like the oil patch, right? Carry along easily. And then this for people travel, you can do that. Now I myself, because of the personal experience on this, is not through the usual talk. I find that the some of the friends, they after listen to it, they try. I got a few friends also with diabetes, and they started the taking Hemohim. Basing on the feedback so far I have, they say they also have improved. However, if you are taking the medication, please continue to do that together Hemohim, because we are not the doctor, but for me it's because maybe my body immune system is different. So I did it myself. I tried. But for those people who are diabetes, who wanted to do that, please don't just give up medication, but you try and do yourself, test it, and then see how the result is. It's very, very helpful, and definitely is help a lot to people that who really looking for a healthy life, right? Healthy is wealthy to all of us, right? Now, the other thing is that I wanted to mention is that this diabetes, if those are non-diabetes people also should do the testing themselves. This meter is very convenient. Can you see that? Right, this is the one. It's very convenient. You can buy it from pharmacy or online. It depends on it. Some of them can be 100 over, some of them can be 200 ringgit. But when you do the test yourself, you can really help you a lot, so they can prevent any to keep you safe, you know. Now, if a diabetes patient is not careful, it can actually also complicate to other problems: heart attack, stroke, kidney failure, damage in the eye, loss of visions, and so on and so forth. So diabetes is important that for everybody to be aware of. Okay. Now I have another time is almost up, but I want to do very quick one. I'm not going to talk about detail, but the of this is the one that every one of you can see, right? You can see this from the picture I show. Can you see that? Right? This one is actually as a toothpaste, Atomy toothpaste. This is a small tube. This is a big one, big tube, right? Toothpaste. This is another product, very, very, very good. In a sense, I'm not going to go into detail, but what I'm going to explain to you is that based on this, a small tube one, if you still can carry along with you when you travel around, carry around, that's very useful. Now, if you have the happens to be walking in the garden and you get bite by insect, right? You can actually use this the toothpaste, apply on it. Now I have happened to be experienced myself. I don't know what insect bite me, and it turned my skin reddish immediately, and very itchy, very painful. What I did was I use this apply on the area that it was itchy. Within 10 minutes, the skin no longer itchy. The rashes gone away using this toothpaste. So this toothpaste is not only for brushing your teeth, right? But use multi-purpose. Now, the other one to share with you is this. Is this one, this picture you see? You know this car lamp is my daughter's car. You know, it was not probably taken care. You can see the lamp, car lamp. It is a plastic one, you know, and it faded off. Faded off after years of using, right? What I did was I take toothpaste, go and polish it. You don't have to do a lot of work, but within 10 minutes, after just effort in 10 minutes, you can see the difference, right? Before, after, right? Just a simple work only you need to do. And actually, the other thing is that I don't have picture, but this is a mark, stainless steel mark. You know, it was faded off also. I took it just now and polish it using toothpaste, and it's now shining, you know, shining. Right? So actually, the toothpaste, the quality of product is not the price is good. And of course, this small tube come in the box, 20 ringgit for 4 tubes, 20 ringgit 4 tubes, and means it work out now 5 ringgit per tube, small one. And the big one in 5 tube, right? 5 in the box, right? And this 5 in the box is only cost you 12. One tube is only 12 ringgit 45 or 48 cents only. So it's very, very useful product that you can use for multi-purpose toothpaste. Not only toothpaste, but multi-purpose, right? So it's good to try it. If you have it, you can try for more things. As in you can try yourself. Only you can experience, then you can become a product lover, and you're able to share your experience with your partner or your friends who will be interested to use it. After that, you can really they can enjoy it because you introduce someone they can enjoy it. Okay, I'm open up for any question or anything for the next few minutes. If there's any, feel free to get back to me anytime. Any? Em, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, our sales master Uncle Tan, for sharing. So I think if you don't have questions, then we end our session tonight, and see you all.
Can I ask a small question, please?
Sure.
I missed out the big part of it. Did you record it so that you can share it in the group so we can catch up with it? Is that all right?
Yes, this has been recorded and it will be shared in our Facebook group and also our YouTube channel.
Okay. I really appreciate it for him showing the how the diabetic level is going with him, because I have my sister husband have a diabetic and he's actually suffering from it. So I think by sending this will be something. He's a bit stubborn person, doesn't like listen, but I think this video will make him change his mind. Please do share it. I will send it to him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think you'll be helping them. We are not selling the product, but definitely will be able to help some of the people that who need
it.
Help. Yeah. I say help is very important to all of us. Yeah. So it's good to let them know. All the best. Thank you. Bye.